Then we're talking about controlled homeostasis. We're talking about a little bit before already. Controlled homeostasis by two systems. One system we call nervous systems. Another system we call endocrine system. That's the two systems. And they're working together. And keep internal environments balanced. Thus, we use the word homeostasis. And they separate. They're not the same systems. So that's we say independently. Some functions maybe only need one system to control. Some functions, they may need both. So that's sometimes working together, sometimes working independently. So that's basically, we say some unbalanced situation happens, then they will control each other and bring it back to the balanced. So generally speaking, we say nervous systems regulations by the nervous impulses. Nervous impulses is microelectrical. So that's generally say it's pretty faster, reactions pretty faster, and cause the rapidly changing. Endocrine systems. We say endocrine systems, they have a lot of glands. The glands release a lot of hormones. And the hormones through the blood circulation then go to target cells. So generally speaking, compared with nervous systems, their working is more slowly. So that's some difference. Yeah, that's some difference. But whatever they're working separately or maybe together, they control internal environment balance. We're talking about inside the body. We have feedback systems. So control the internal environment balance basically is negative kind of feedback systems. So what means feedback systems? Like a circle. Like we have control center, like our brain. We have receptors, receive information, like our skin. Certainly we have a lot of others. And the receptor receive the information, then sending the information to the control center, sending to our brain. And the brain make decisions. Like outside environments, temperature is dripping down. Our body try to generate more heat. So they will send in the information to our muscles. Muscles means reactors. Then muscles contractions, then generate more heat. And then if the outside temperature is too high, then send the information to the brain. They say we need to relieve some heat from bodies. Then people sweating, relieve heat. So that kind of circle here means feedback systems. When we're talking about feedback systems, we have two different kinds. One is negative, just like this, yeah. Another is positive. We're talking about some detail later. But generally say, our body, through the feedback systems, especially negative feedback systems, control of our internal environment's balance. Internal environment's balance, we use a special word, homeostasis. Then we go to different feedback systems. We say composed feedback systems. We have few parts. Yeah. At least we have 3 main parts. Yeah. So feedback systems, including 3 basic parts. A receptor, a control center, and an effector. So like we tried the picture before, the receptor received the information and then sending to the control center. And the control center through the effectors to control. I separated here, look like a little bit easier to see, but truly inside the body, maybe the receptor just the skin, and the effector is the muscles. That's pretty in the same location, but just different tissues. So that's we call feedback systems. So we say feedback systems is a circle. When something happens, they can monitor. Yeah, they can monitor it. And then they try to measure it. And then they can changing something. And re-monitor it again, re-changing again, and keep it balanced. So that's feedback systems. We say feedback systems control all of our body internal like functions and internal balance. Especially we're talking about the body temperature, never changing. If normal condition, yeah. Remember right now for this semester, we're talking about the physiology. Physiology, we're talking about the normal function of the body. So we say keep the body temperature in the normal range now. Certainly if people getting sick, that's another story. We will talking about later in physiology. But right now we're just talking about the normal story. Body temperature in the normal range. And the same thing for the blood pressure. and even some chemicals in the blood circulation, including blood glucose level. Glucose is the simple sugar. Yeah, simple sugar. We call glucose. We can say blood sugars level. Yeah, blood sugars level. And other conditions. Yeah, like a sodium level and others chemical levels. So that's generally feedback systems. Yeah, generally feedback systems.